What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven, and welcome back to the Bazaar. Today, I wanted to show off a game that I played on the previous patch. This is the last game that I played on that patch, and it went pretty well for me. It started off nice. I picked up a pulse rifle to go along with the companion core, and that with some blast doors allowed me to get some early wins. Blast doors did get tuned down in the current patch, but the numbers were a little bit stronger on the previous patch, and that allowed me to coast through with some nice early wins. And then I picked up a force field from an eccentric aetherite. So that made it into my builds on days 3 and 4, and that was a lot of power in the early game. But on day 5, I did contemplate switching into a little bit more of a companion core build, and I was looking at a Brick Buddy plus potentially Angry Balloon Bot. I also had a shielded first aid in, so there were some interesting angles with shield related comps here that I was briefly considering. But because my day 5 opponent is a Vanessa, I figured there's a decent chance that they're just playing poison, which they were, so Angry Balloon Bot doesn't work. And while other armor-based builds are not going to protect me from poison, they also can't remove my armor. So I could potentially crack back for huge numbers with Force Field. Unfortunately, this opponent was just healing way too much, so I wasn't able to take them out. I did get very, very close, got them down to 69 health, but unfortunately, they poisoned me out. But things improved from there. At Pearl's dig site, I was able to find a deadly force field to upgrade that and give it 50% crit chance. And both of these, I mean, I was already on board to just go for force field, but this definitely solidified this is the direction that I should be heading. At the end of day 6, I wind up facing against another Vanessa, another poison Vanessa even, but also a burn Vanessa, which initially scared me. A 5x weather glass could eat through all of my armor. However, the burn also triggers the blast doors, which means that they also wound up giving me a ton of extra shield, so I could crit them back for some massive numbers and grab the win. Day 7 was a pretty similar Vanessa build, and this time I was not afraid and was able to take them out pretty easily. I feel like up until this point, I didn't really have a winning build. I just had a build that was winning, if that makes sense. It was strong, but I didn't know if I was going to be able to take it into the late game until I found the Hunker down skill. The first time you fall below half health each fight, shield equal to 50% of your max health, which is the same trigger condition as both Hard Shell, which I picked up on turn 2, and the Blast Doors, and the same payout, all of which is going to give me a massive amount of shield to hit my opponent for huge damage with my deadly force field. And from there, I started to feel a little bit more confident, and I wind up recording live commentary for the rest of this video, so I'll switch over to that now. Oh, wow. I mean, it's not great, but I feel like there's no real reason not to. Yeah, sure. Now I've got a Diamond Deadly Force Field. I do want to upgrade and enchant the Blast Doors, I feel like. And the Brick Buddy, I suppose, but if this is a... I feel like this is likely to be a Crook build. If it's a Caltrops build, I'm fine. Alright, yeah. Caltrops I don't think is that good against me. Their Lottle is actually quite slow. Yeah, I think that I'm set up fine here, though I don't actually have that much shield. I've got to wait till I drop below half to get my Hunker down and my Hard Shell. But if that can happen, and then I can crit for their whole health pretty quick after that. Here we go. Bam. Alright, that was immediate. Yeah, that's the comp. It's very weird to have to wait to get to half health, but I feel like most builds it's going to be against poison. And this one where it wasn't, it still worked out. take a look at friends. I mean, the blast doors is really just to combine with the hard shell and the hunker down at this point. It's not that exciting. I almost even want to do this too, just so that way the deadly force has haste and is getting in there more frequently. Higher chance of it actually being what goes off. And if that's the case, then I think I actually swap the whole order here, because this will have haste, so it'll activate quicker than Aiden at that point, 1.8 seconds. So let's go for that. I suppose we'll try to grab upgrades on these guys. Here's Mamasaur 2. And Bomb Squad has some interesting applications, but I can't play more friends. I guess I could cut the blast doors and get Bomb Squad in just for Frostfire. I mean, Frostfire is worth playing for. I can't really afford to roll here. I'm just going to hang on to my cash, I think. And spend all my cash. Wow, okay. If you have exactly one weapon, the first 10 times you use it each fight, slow one item for 3 seconds. That's pretty good, but an additional 5% cooldown on everything is also quite good. I cannot ever afford this temporal strike. Like, I would literally have to sell my deadly force. So command ship is perfect, actually. Let's go for that. Grab a gold tier loot. XP is fine with me. And then for the fight, do I want a bigger cooldown on the force field? I think it's interesting. We'll try it. We'll try it. This is actually a little bit risky because this could just one-shot me, and then I never get to do my other stuff. So we'll see. I mean, yeah, pretty decent odds. I mean, 30%. 30% odds this just one-shots me and then I never get to go off. But I guess they never get to go off if I just, yeah, turbo kill them. That makes sense. I do not get it, and all of my items are dually items, so no activations from the disguise. I do get a pickup there, and that is golf clubs. Get a non-Vanessa item. Cute. It's a big cash injection there. I will probably just throw a random enchantment on, feel like on the blast doors. Slow items are cute too. But yeah, let's just try this. See how this works here. And that is shielded blast doors. Radiant. Heavy. Oh, heavy's interesting. It gives me more time to potentially get this off, so it could be useful. Do I want more crit on the force field? Kind of. Yeah, I'll go for more crit here. Nice, I find it. And what else do we find? I'll just go for a gold tier skill. Ooh, this could be good. So I do find Frozen Shot. That is pretty good on a reasonably fast, large weapon. Lefty Lucy, it would be a little bit of a puzzle while I'm also using, not this one, Coolant Leak. Coolant Leak and Lefty Lucy, I think, is a little bit loose. First 5 times use the core, haste 1 item for 2 seconds. I'm already hasting my main items. Let's go Frozen Shot. It's a little bit anti-synergistic to freeze my opponent while also hoping that they'll kill me. But there's other ways that... No, not really. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'm just hoping to, like, relax on my final 3 wins. If I can relax and get a few early freezes in, then I think that this could work. All right, Bunker could be a little bit of a bummer. Shows a big dedication there, the Bunker. Let's see if they are able to burn me down, and when they do, if I'm able to fire back. The fact that it's burn means it's going to eat away at my shield, but it also means that they're not quite... Oh, I think we're just fine here, actually. Yeah, looks like we're good. Oh, spoke too soon. But there we go. The fact that they are a burn build does mean that they are not going to, like, burst me while I hunker down. So I feel like that is a fine trade-off. And now I guess I'm just going to try to relax and grab a day 12 win, if possible. Let's grab some gumballs, just take like a little bit more burst. Nice. Another blue. And yeah, 5 more gumballs. I think this is a fine use of my remaining gold. Cool. We did not find relax before the PvE fight. That's actually pretty important. I could maybe find some more crit in here. Oh, this costs 3, but could actually be reasonable. Slow 2 item for 4 seconds. Yeah, that's probably worth it. So this costs 3, but will more than pay for itself.
Well, you're doing your part.
Because now all of these things sell for 1 more. Beautiful. So now I've got some cash to buy a bludgeon. Not going to worry about that one. Oh, I do find the Crusher Claw. This is what I wanted to play on day 1 of this, just with heavy blast doors. Too slow now. Yeah, not going to worry about it. Could grab scrap for the force field. And spiked buckler for the force field. I feel like when we're this close to the end game, yeah, just grabbing a little bit more power. This is fine too. It costs 1 gold, whatever. Alrighty. And then, yeah, we're going to give this plus shield and everything else. The core is going to get the additional slow. Now it slows for 4 seconds. And then some more scrap onto the force field there. We'll move along with 10 gold into the PvE fight. Void Golem, I never care about that skill. Master Alchemist, I also never care about that skill, though. So this is scary, though, because if they just blow up the force field, I cannot win. The Caltrops aren't good against me. But I think I'll just fight the Alchemist and get a free win against the Weatherglass, because this is fun. I think this is a free win. I don't know. Maybe not. Do wonder if I should ever try to... Like, this gives 2 freezes. I don't really care about freezes, though. This is such a weird build. Wow, I get the Weatherglass. Interesting. If I also have the frozen toxic skill, then, like, at some point, I do have to consider playing an item that just comes with 2 freezes. Take a look here. Maybe there's some other tech. Like, maybe I would actually play... What was I going to say? I would play, like, the ball. Not these. Oh, wow. Your shield items have plus 50% crit chance. The thing is, I do need to play a vehicle. Oh, is this a vehicle? No. It's got wheels on it. But I don't know what it even is. It's like a printer, a roll of printer paper. And then, oh, it's like a little first aid robot. I see. It's got bandages, and then it's got a gauze roll or something. This also is more expensive than I can afford, so we're out of here. Unfortunately, freeze skills is probably it. I do wonder if there's... Well, what freeze skills am I looking for? I'm looking for when you slow freeze something. Yeah, that's worth it. Probably just grab this because I can use it. First time you freeze haste. No, the first time you slow freeze This could make the weather glass worth it, but I already have 2 heavy items, so let's just grab the freezing chill. Could grab another slow item, though. I guess this is fine. I'll just put some extra damage on this, right? Sure, might as well. Did not get to relax today. So that might be a loss, but like, as long as we can relax twice, I feel like we're in a pretty reasonable spot. I might regret not having that. Oh, could I have sold this? The heavy blast doors for your shield items have another 50% crit. So that way this is just always critting and then just hope to get relaxed 2 more days in a row. I feel like that's actually somewhat reasonable. Alright, now it's just the waiting game. We either kill them or they get me down to half health and then I kill them back. Hopefully they don't crit me down to like really far below half health. Here's my big shield and whabam. Did not even crit, actually, so that's a little bit spooky. But still, we hit them for a nice little 4K there. And that's win number 9 on day 10. This is apparently just one of my best builds ever. Looking for a day 11 win now. No relax feels good. Let's just get a weapon. That lit up a bunch of things, but not in a way that we can actually make use of. I think we just get 5 gold. Yeah, I don't really care about this. Let's just get 5 gold so that way I've got more spending power here. Trash Titan is actually quite good. I could toss the heavy blast doors and just play a few more smaller items. Yep, okay. This guy's skill is like when you... They have the word burn on them. I remember that. Void Colossus. When you burn, charge a shield item. When you burn, haste an item. But I'm not burning. So I don't know if it's really worth it. And this is crazy good. Whenever you use a small item, charge a large item for 1 second. Don't get it, though. Just a little bit of poison. We will grab some loot. Give me the loot. Regen's actually fine, too. Against the poison comps. I suppose we'll go digging. Yeah, I could probably find something better than blast doors. Oh, wow. When you use the core, freeze something. That has got to be better than... And it's going to have reasonable cooldown reduction, too. It's going to have 15% cooldown reduction. I guess that's it. When you use the core, freeze an item. And then freeze an item. Jason items have crit. When you crit, charge this, haste it. No. I think I'm just fine with Pierre.
Magnificent find.
This is a lot of damage. This represents a decent amount more damage, so I'm not totally against it. And then do I go for 3 smalls? I think I just go for a diamond tier item. See what that gives me. Use a property. No. Wait, is this a property? No, it possibly could be. But 'tis not. Alright, this is Vanessa time. How do we want to roll this? 4.3 second cooldown. The blast doors are also heavy. Yeah, I need to play Brick Buddy because it's my only vehicle. Tricky, tricky. It could be a weapon-related build. I think I'm going to keep in the heavy blast doors. It's good. It's more burst. And I'm not really using the core that much. This is a pretty, like, tame build, I will say. But it might just be strong enough to get us a day 11 win. Maybe could have gone for Pierre just because if I win, this is my last fight. Looks like they are a Radiant Cutlass, so it will be reasonable to have the Blast Doors against them. Radiant means I cannot slow, freeze, or do anything to this, but it was actually just that simple. They got me down to below half health, and then I immediately killed them with all of my armor. So, there we go. There is a day 11 win. Really surprised me, but a pretty strong showing here from the Deadly Force Field. And that was really all it took. Well, bam. Cool. All right, and with a gold victory, I do kind of wonder, will that be enough to put me up to silver? I've been hovering at bronze 1 basically forever, and that'll do it. Cool. And that is going to be it for me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.